Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the Friendship and Violence Gaming channel. Today we are going to be doing another episode of Traveller's Tips. Just the tips, just to see how you feel. In the last episode, I covered employees and how you shouldn't really be getting them unless you have enough tables to cover the expenses that you're going to be accruing by having so many people on your pay list. So today I'm going to be going over tables and how to get your tavern looking something like this, where you're going to have enough tables for all your employees to serve, I suppose. First thing I want to show you is, in order to unlock the larger tables in this game, you're going to have to go into your tech tree and go over to the building. The tables you're going to want to build are these large bench and large table. They work way better. You don't really want to have just a bunch of little tables. Little tables don't get dirty as fast, but because there's so many, if they do start getting dirty, your waiter's going to have a way harder time keeping up cleaning them. So I would highly recommend getting the large tables, and in the future episode I will cover how to keep them clean. You make them in the workbench here. They cost some wooden planks, some nails, and some poles. All of which are pretty simple to actually make. However, there is an issue with getting enough of them. Early on in this game, you really need to think about how you want your resources to last longer. Up here at the sawmill, I can now make wooden planks for one piece of wood, 15. That's a ridiculous amount. It's going to help out a lot with trying to make basically anything in this game, which all is going to cost wooden planks. It's a resource you're always going to be wanting to make more of. And the fastest way to get a large amount made is to make these plank stockpiles. I recommend making about 9 of them as your first thing you're going to want to make when you start this game. Plank stockpiles, every time you put one out, here, I will show you. Put one of them away. Oh, not that. Oh, come on. I'm in build mode. Silly me. Every time you put one of the plank piles away, the plank stockpiles, you now suddenly are making one less wooden plank with every bundle that you make. So you really want to have as many as you can out, so you can make as many planks as you can per wood. It'll really stretch your wood out and make it last way longer. And eventually you'll make it so you don't even have to cut down trees every single day just to supply yourself. Once you have your plank stockpiles all made up and you're pumping out just plank after plank, I highly recommend then making the coal stockpile. Coal stockpiles are the same thing, only they work in your forge area with a decrease in how much coal is going to cost. Or how much you're going to actually need. So when you come over here, in order to make an iron bar, right now I have it set to one fuel. And that is because I have so many coal stockpiles out that are actually making it cheaper and cheaper to make, along with the nails that are going to be even cheaper to make, and down up to 4 fuel. Meaning I can almost fuel my entire forge area with just forest waste that I find on the ground. It makes it way easier, way quicker to get the resources you need. Poles are a little bit more difficult. They do not have a way to increase how many you can make per bundle that you build. So that's going to be something that's going to be a little more challenging and a little more on you to just get the resources you need for that. I hate the sound the forge makes. Not going to lie. Just waiting on these poles to be made. Gonna need a little bit more. In the meantime, I wanted to let you know, the tables that you get when you start off, when they force you to make a smaller table along with the even smaller table, make sure you save those. You want to keep these. You are going to use those most likely for your rooms upstairs. Every room you build when you're renting out rooms will need a table inside of it, and having a large table in there would just be way too hard. It would not be the easiest thing to decorate around. So just keep those tables for now, and remember this in the future because you might need to build a couple more. Those tables are also in here, and they're also the same recipe of poles, nails, and planks, just a little bit less. Alright, let's go ahead and make one of these, and we'll make another bench. Once you have those completed, you can put them anywhere in your building. You can decorate however you want. I will let you know that inside of here, you should be putting things on top of your tables. They work as really good shelves, along with being like the center point for your decoration. There are things like tablecloths, coasters, and I have candle holders and stuff. You need a candle holder at just about every table. It will help not only, one, your candles burn down slower on top of a candle holder, but two, your tables, the more you have, the more your guests need candles to light up your tables. Otherwise, they will still not be happy, even if you have the table space for them. Let's see, what else? The last thing I'm going to cover is probably coasters. And also the fact that you don't even have to craft your tables if you don't want to. You can buy the tables inside of the store. It's going to cost you a lot of silver, though. I mean, if you really don't want to do crafting, I'm not going to stop you. This is your own game. You can play however you want. You do you. I'm going to be proud of you no matter what you do. However, the last thing you should really think about and putting on every single one of your tables is the coasters. I might do an episode in the future on cleaning. However, coasters are one of the most important things you can put onto your tables, because each coaster, I'm not like a math guy here, going off of like Reddit and what they have said on there, it's about a 5% decrease on chance of getting the table dirty, and I'm not sure if that means that there is like a bar and it slows it down, like slows down how much dirtiness accumulates over time, or if it's every person sitting at the table adds a pip of dirtiness and you have to kind of like see if this like lowers the chance of one of those pips occurring. I don't know. I'm not really a math guy, but it does make them stay clean longer, so it's very important. It does also have the added bonus of adding comfort to your inn, which will make people be a little bit happier with their stay. Last but not least, the last thing I want to show you, this is going to be probably a short episode, but that's okay, is even if you mess up, or if you want to be fancy with your inn, there's no problems here. Your seating arrangement doesn't have to be the large benches. Any combination of the other seats will actually work. I can rotate that around. And as you can see, you can have all stools if you wanted. You could do small benches. You could do whatever you wanted. It doesn't really matter. It's just whatever makes you comfortable and what makes you happy. All right, that being said, I think I'm going to let you guys go. It's a really short episode today. I'm sorry about that. But if you learned anything, if you liked anything, if you have any more questions on what any of this means, please feel free to leave a like and a comment. Subscribe. I would love that. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, I love you.